I have no idea.
You have no idea.
So, joining me is Ingham County Commission Chairman, Chairperson, Chair, Ryan Sebolt. Ryan, thank you for chatting with us today.
Of course.
How important is it for you as a Democrat, or you as a resident of Lansing, and also you live on the west side here in Lansing, right?
Yep. Yes, I do.
So, right around the corner in Lansing Township, technically. Got to give kudos there. How important is it that the Vice President is here today?
I think it's an honor to have the Vice President of the United States of America in Lansing, Michigan. We should all be proud that she's visiting us, whatever the reason is. It's always a special day when you have high-profile guests like this visiting our region.
So, at the end of the day, it's going to be a tight election. What is your sense as you're talking to people, because I'm sure you're knocking doors, because your day job is working with labor, your night job is as a politician. What are you hearing at the doors? What are you hearing from folks?
You know, I'm actually hearing a lot of excitement from folks. A lot of people who have already had their ballots turned in. A lot of people who, when I'm knocking on their door, are thanking me for reminding them because their ballot's sitting on the coffee table and they need to get it turned in. People are enthused. People are engaged. And there's a lot of excitement for Vice President Harris out there. From the doors I'm knocking in Lansing, there's a lot of excitement. So.
And what are you hearing down ticket for the 7th, particularly? Because we had Hakeem Jeffries here just recently. We have Speaker Johnson coming tomorrow to campaign for Barrett, and we had Hakeem here for Curtis Hertel. What does that sort of tell us the importance of the 7th?
Yeah, obviously, the 7th is massively important. It is drawn to be a 50-50 district. It is probably always going to be a slugfest, no matter what the environment is for either candidate on either side to make it over the majority mark there. And it tells us, I think, exactly how close Congress is going to be at the end of the day in this election. I mean, there's a handful of seats that are going to decide which party is in control of Congress. It's tight right now. I think it's going to be tight after the election. And in a 50-50 district, when you're playing for a couple seats that will decide majority, this is the one.
And then in the Senate race, what are you hearing as you're knocking doors? Slotkin versus Rogers. Two titans for this area.
It is weird that they're both two titans for this area, but Alyssa Slotkin has made a lot of inroads, and she's done a lot to endear herself to the folks of Lansing and Ingham County. She's very well liked. I think that people understand with her background, with her bipartisanship, that she is in there to do the right thing and is looking out for our district. She's going to be a great champion for the state of Michigan, and again, just a lot of excitement for her.
Anything I didn't ask you that you think is really important?
I just, everything's really important right now. This race is going to be really tight. Several of these races are going to be very tight, and it is, I know that the phrase gets overused that every election is always important, but this election is just so important. We have, Vice President Harris, who's out there. She's a champion for the people. She's talking about tax cuts for families who can't afford to send their kids to daycare. She was, as Attorney General of California, ordering clerks to perform same-sex marriages immediately after Prop 8 was overturned. She's really out there focused on what's making the difference in other people's lives. And then we've got the other guy, the former president, who, when he's not talking about things like banning cows in windows, is out there saying that he's going to use the American military on people who disagree with him. And the consequences just really could not be higher, and the difference is just so stark between the two of them. And so I am confident that the people of Michigan, the people of the United States, are going to make the right choice and preserve our democracy. But it's going to be something that everybody's going to be watching in the coming 18 days now.